Hey y'all, welcome back to Chamberlain Family Farms. I'm Jennifer, and I just wanted to give you all an update on some things that we've done here in the past couple of weeks. We've all been sick, as you've heard. We have some sick calves that we've been taking care of, the bottle calves, which they're starting to do a lot better. And you can actually see some regular cow pies, so we're super excited about that. So whatever it is starting to pass. We've just been babying them and just disinfecting everything and keeping the fresh bedding down, and they're getting better. So it kind of passed to the rest of the family, unfortunately. So some of us are still struggling, but we have managed to get a few things done this past couple of weeks. So one of the things that we've done is the corn. Here on site 2 and then over on the farm property, we have healed the corn. So we have 4 beautiful rows of corn here, and then I have sunflowers in the back. And what we've done is taken the tiller down the rows, and then you take the dirt and you kind of push it along the roots on both sides, and it'll make the roots stronger, and then it'll make the corn grow better. And you want to do that 2 or 3 times in the season. And so far it's looking great. We're hoping to get knee-high by the 4th of July, which is what they suggest, whoever they is suggested it should be. Okay, so then over here is my zucchini, and I've already picked a couple of zucchinis off of there, and they look amazing. And I tell you what, next year I won't be planting anything else with the zucchinis because these things get massive. And I've even got a zucchini in between these two, and I think they're gonna choke the smaller zucchini out. And then I've got some herbs in here, and it looks like they're doing okay right now. But I'm telling you what, these things get much bigger, and everything else in here is probably gonna go bye-bye. So I just wanted you to take a closer look at my blooms. As you can see, there's a baby one right there. I've got a pretty good sized one down here, which it's gonna be about ready. I just knocked the bloom off of that, so that one's ready to be picked. So they are doing great. So looking at it, it's still a little light green on one side, so we'll just clean it off and set it in the house, and probably in a day or so it'll be ready. All right, here are my thornless blackberries, and they are bushing out nicely, and they have quite a few blooms on them. And I told you that we transplanted some of the tomato cuttings out of our garden, different places around the site, and here are a couple of them, and they are doing great here. And this one's even got a little bloom. It's smaller, but it's got a little bloom on it, and that one down there is not doing too good, but all in all, they're looking good. And then here are my marigolds that I planted, and they haven't started blooming yet. But I'm telling you what, guys, this broccoli is going crazy. And I tell you what, another lesson learned: don't plant your broccoli too close together, because it's like taking over everything. And I don't even know if we're going to actually get any broccoli off of this, because they're so close together, and it's not, I mean, they're just getting bigger, but I'm not seeing really any broccoli. So we'll have to keep you updated on that. And we planted some carrots over here, and we had originally put potatoes here in this raised bed, but they weren't doing anything, so we ended up tilling it up and putting some more rabbit manure down in there, and we planted carrots. Well, we've got a nice row of carrots here, and then we have this one random potato. So it did come up. So that'll be nice to see what's actually under the ground when we harvest that. And I've got my green onions back here, which they're looking good, and I've already harvested some of those, and they were amazing in chili and some different pots. So that was really nice. And down here we had harvested our radishes, and then I went ahead and put some more parsley over there on that side, and then cilantro, which the cilantro is coming up. I've got it more than half the way because I have a nice big parsley over in the garden with the zucchini that I've been able to harvest off of already. And our lettuce and the kale is huge. This will be the third harvest for it. And then this spinach is seeding, so it's about done for now. We need to cut it. But let's go over to look at our tomatoes. All right, so here are our row of tomatoes, and they're doing excellent. Still growing every day, and these are the tomatoes that we took the clippings off of, and you can see the blooms in there. So it probably won't be long before we'll start getting some tomatoes on there. And then we've got our peppers, which are doing really good. There's a couple of spots that nothing grew, but I've got the 2 rows. I guess that row didn't really, I don't know what happened there, but I do have 1 row of pretty good peppers. And then like I said, I mean, share your successes and your failures. And we're learning every day. And hopefully, you know, as time goes on, we're going to get better at it. So we're just starting out, as you all know. So we've got beans, bush beans, and we replanted in these holes that that they didn't germinate. So we replanted, so we're waiting to see what happens there. And so we have 2 really good ones, and we replanted like a week or so ago, so they should start coming up now. I know that we've got some babies down there on the other end. And then our peas, we've got some really nice size pea plants going on here. And I tell you what, these wrap around. They have these little coils, and they'll just grab a hold and hang on. And look at this. We've got a pea pod. That's super exciting. I knew that one was going to do good because it grew and it didn't have any problems with that one. Let's see if we've got any more. So some of these have to grab hold of and straighten them up because they're wanting to fall over. Well, I don't see any more right now, but I tell you what, 1 pea pod is pretty exciting, and it's gives you a little confidence boost. So let's take a look at the rabbits and see if we've got any more bunnies this afternoon. All right, so Black Eyes over here, she is going to be having her babies anytime now. She's the one that I was expecting we might find some, but not yet. She's in her box, so we might be having them sometime today. And she was a really good mom, and she's the one that had the litter of 9 kits the last time that we just separated in our previous 2 videos back. And so then this is Patches, and she had 6. The last litter that she had was only 3, and so we gave her another shot, and she had 6 this time, and she's taking really good care of them. So that's a great sign. I think we'll keep her. And then Callie, this is Callie. She'll be having her babies here soon. And then of course Bucky, he is our amazing breeder Bucky. And over here in our rabbit tractor is Brownie. And let's take a look at her and her babies. So they are actually ready to be separated today. So we're going to take them down to the farm later and separate them. And she's pregnant again, so she'll be having her babies after the other 2 after Black Eyes and Callie have their babies. Then it'll be Brownie's turn. All right, guys. I just wanted to give you a little look at our goats here. Pebbles, the mama, Watch her go. She is hungry, supplying that milk. And then Dottie, her baby, just stays right by her, and she's grazing around now, so she's doing great. And then we've got Lilo and Stench. We kind of did a little play on words there from Lilo and Stitch. Lilo, she is pregnant, and she is, I don't know when she's due because we just leave Stench, our buck, in with the goats all the time. So we're not really sure, but she's getting bigger all the time, and I would say she's probably got at least 2 in there, if not 3. She's doing really good. And let's look at Greta and her babies. All right, and so there is Greta and her babies, Cayenne, which is the darker one there, and then Salty under. They're getting a little drink right now, but they're grazing as well. And so since all of the babies are starting to graze and eat some grass and things, I'm wondering if we can't try to go ahead and see if we can get any milk from them, which we'll post an update whenever we do that. But as I've said before, Greta and the babies are going to be going over to the farm when we get the fence done, so they will be permanent additions to the farm.
Hey everybody, so I'm going to be showing you my chicken coop. I got this designed primarily off Stony Ridge Farm. If you haven't seen him, check him out. So the whole point of this thing is for ventilation and security. So underneath, all the way around the bottom of this chicken coop, about 2 feet over, I've got horse fencing buried so no predator can dig in there. And then all the way around it, I've got a strand of chicken wire. Alright, so up on top we got horse fencing as well, and we just leave that open even in the winter time because they, like I said, they need ventilation. We got a couple small trees I put down for a roost, and then the door got a door on a string. That way I can, if I need to catch a chicken to butcher or whatever, then feed them or whatever, then shut the door. And then here, this is where I butcher them. I left a little overhang in case it's raining or whatever whenever I come out or I have to tend to a chicken. And then I'll probably end up modifying this, but I only got where it goes so far because I don't want no chicken to jump out. So all I gotta do is reach in there, go underneath the chicken, and grab my eggs. And then, like I said, there's 2 feet buried underneath, and then on top here we got a lot of hawks and eagles. So I put some chicken wire on top, which eventually I want to put some wooden posts, make us a lot taller because I have to do the duck walk just to get in there to get chicken. So it's kind of hard on a big fat guy.
Okay, well, I've been pretty sick the past few days, and these little girls here, they hadn't been wanting to eat for everybody else. So I have a theory. So I've come out this morning to test that theory. They've been telling me that they've been having to force feed them with the bottles and everything. My theory is they think I'm the mom. So let's find out. on. All right. If you want it, it's over here. Hey, knothead, that's an extra. Come on. Here, here. Now these don't look like calves that don't want to eat, so I think I proved my theory that they must think I'm mom because they're very eager to eat. They've been having to feed them, like pour it in their water trough and, you know, take out the water first, of course. But I'm very glad to see them wanting to eat. And they wouldn't do this for you guys. I brought the extra bottle, so if one finishes first, they'll quit butting me. Oh my gosh. It's kind of like when I had the twins and I had to feed two of them at once. You learn to juggle two of them.
We look forward to hearing from you. You can contact us by email at chamberlainff@gmail.com. Like us and subscribe to Facebook and YouTube at Chamberlain Family Farms. We're also available on Rumble at Chamberlain FF. We really look forward to hearing from you. Give us some ideas. Bye.